The Uṣṇīṣavijayā Dhāraṇī. Homage to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. There was a god called Supratiṣṭhita, seated in the divine assembly hall Sudharma, among the gods of the heaven of the 33. He lived in a great palace, where he was surrounded by the finest divine pleasures and a great harem of divine maidens playing and singing songs. That night, after he had indulged in those divine pleasures, he heard a voice say, "God Supratiṣṭhita, your death will occur in 1 week. After you die, you will be born in Jambudvipa, where you will undergo 7 rebirths. After undergoing the 7th rebirth, you will be born as a hell being. When you are eventually born as a human, you will be poor and blind." When the god heard that voice, he became terrified and anguished, and his hair stood on end. In great haste, he went to Śakra, lord of the gods, and prostrated at his feet. He wailed miserably, sobbed, and addressed Śakra, lord of the gods, saying, "Lord of the gods, please listen. Today, Lord of the gods, I was surrounded by my harem of divine maidens, and after we had enjoyed divine pleasures, played and indulged in bliss, I heard a voice saying, 'God Supratiṣṭhita, your death will occur in 1 week. After you die, you will be born in Jambudvipa, where you will undergo 7 rebirths. After undergoing the 7th rebirth, you will be born as a hell being. When you are eventually born as a human, you will be poor and blind. Lord of the gods, what am I to do?' When he heard what the god Supratiṣṭhita said, Śakra, lord of the gods, was astonished. He thought about the 7 rebirths that this god was going to experience and sat there in silence. He saw those 7 rebirths: birth as a pig, a dog, a fox, a monkey, a venomous snake, a vulture, and a crow, and saw the filthy things he would consume. When Śakra, lord of the gods, saw those 7 births, he thought, 'Alas, if this god is going to experience this unbearable great suffering, who but the thus gone, worthy, perfectly awakened Buddha will be his refuge, support, and last resort?' That evening at dusk, Śakra, lord of the gods, gathered various kinds of perfumes, flowers, incense, clothing, ornaments, and so forth, approached the Blessed One in the Jetavana monastery, prostrated at the Blessed One's feet, circumambulated him 7 times, performed a great offering, sat before the Blessed One, and told the Blessed One in detail about Supratiṣṭhita's 7 rebirths. As soon as Śakra, lord of the gods, had told the Blessed One about those 7 rebirths, brilliant rays of light emerged from the Blessed One's Uṣṇīṣa, illuminated every place throughout the 10 directions where there was a world system, returned, and entered the Blessed One's mouth. Then the Blessed One smiled at Śakra, lord of the gods, and spoke these words: "Lord of the gods, the crown victory Dhāraṇī that has been consecrated by the Tathāgata purifies all lower rebirths, destroys all births characterized by obscurations and suffering, thoroughly purifies the hell realms, animal realms, and the realm of the Lord of Death, and sets beings on the path to higher rebirth. Lord of the gods, as soon as the crown victory Dhāraṇī that purifies all lower rebirths is heard, it destroys the many different types of suffering related to the obscurations. One will obtain a stream of completely pure births, and in each of those lifetimes one will remember one's previous lives. One will go from one Buddha land to another, and one God realm to another, until one reaches the 32nd God realm. Lord of the Gods, as soon as that Dhāraṇī is uttered, any god whose lifespan has been exhausted will have their lifespan extended. The perfectly pure bodily, verbal, and mental karma they have accumulated by maintaining contact with the higher realms will allow them to remain, and the Tathāgatas will watch over them and constantly protect, guard, and preserve them. All the bodhisattvas will think about them as well. Just reciting it will lead all the hell realms, the animal realm, the realm of the Lord of Death, and the Preta realm to dry up, disintegrate, and be scattered, cleared, and emptied. The doors to all the Buddha fields, God realms, and realms of the bodhisattvas will be opened for them, and they can enter whichever they wish. At that point, Śakra, Lord of the Gods, addressed the Blessed One, saying, "Blessed One, please proclaim that Dhāraṇī and explain its benefits for the life force of beings." Then the Blessed One understood what Śakra, Lord of the Gods, had requested, and bestowed the following Dhāraṇīs. Om Namo Bhagavate Sava Trailoka Prativishistaya Buddhaya Te Nama Tathāgata. Om Brum 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 Shodaya Shodaya Vishodaya Vishodaya Asama Samanta Vabasa Svara Naga Diganane Svaba Vishuddhe Abhishitantu Mam Sava Tathāgata Sugata Vara Vachanam Tabhishekair Mahamudra Mantra Padayi Ahara Ahara Mama Ayusandarani Sodaya Shodaya Vishodaya Vishodaya Gagana Svabhava Vishuddhe Uṣṇīṣavijayā Parisuddhe Saharas Mishamkodite Sava Tathāgata Avalokini Sat Paramita Parapurani Sava Tathāgata Mate Dasha Bhumi Pashtite Sava Tathāgata Hadaya Dishtana Dishtite Mudre Mudre Mahamudre Vajrakaya Samhatana Parisuddhe Sava Kama Varana Vishuddhe Prati Nivaratana Mama Ayo Vishuddhe Sava Tathāgata Samaya Dishtana Dishtite Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Vimuni Vimuni Mahavimuni Mati Mati Mahamati Mahamati Sumati Tatata Bhuta Koti Parasuddhe Vishputa Buddhishuddhe He He Jaya Jaya Vijaya Vijaya Smara Smara Spara Spara Sparaya Sparaya Sava Buddha Dishtanas Dishtite Shuddhe Shuddhe Buddhe Buddhe Vajre Vajre Mahavajre Suvajre Vajragabe Jayagabe Vijayagabe Vajrajvalagabe Vajrodbhave Vajrasambhave Vajre Vajrini Vajram Bhavatu Mama Shariram Savasatvanan Cha Kaya Pari Sudhir Bhavatu Sada Me Savagati Parashudish Cha Sava Tathāgata Samaya Adishta Nadishtite Sava Tathāgata Cha Mam Samashvashantu Buddhaya Buddhaya Sidya Sidya Bodhaya Bodhaya Vibodhaya Vibodhaya Mochaya Mochaya Vimochaya Vimochaya Shodaya Shodaya Vishodaya Vishodaya Samantan Mochaya Mochaya Samantaras Me Buddhe Sava Tathāgata Hridaya Dishtana Dishtite Mudre Mudre Mahamudre Mahamudra Mantra Pade Svaha. Lord of the gods, the crown victory Dhāraṇī that completely purifies all lower rebirths, completely purifies all bad deeds, actions, and obscurations. It leads to the path of higher rebirth and utterly destroys all lower rebirths. As many Buddhas as there are grains of sand in the 88 trillion Ganga rivers have taught, blessed, and rejoiced in this Dhāraṇī, and it is sealed by the wisdom mudra of all the Tathāgatas. It was taught in order to place all beings on the path that leads to higher rebirths, to bring back those who have fallen into lower rebirths, and to liberate all those in painful and frightening existences, hell beings, those born into the animal realm, those in the realm of the Lord of Death, and all others who have plunged into the ocean of suffering. Similarly, this Dhāraṇī has been given to Jambudvipa to benefit beings who have a short lifespan and little fortune, who are despised, and who have strayed from the path. Lord of the gods, you should take this Dhāraṇī and proclaim it to the god Supratiṣṭhita. After you proclaim it, you should urge him to chant it, recite it, contemplate it, meditate upon it, and recollect it, and to worship, uphold, and master it. Thus, for the benefit, assistance, and happiness of the gods residing in all the god realms, and the beings of Jambudvipa, I entrust to you the mudras and mantras related to this Dhāraṇī. Lord of the gods, you must keep it well. Lord of the gods, as soon as this Dhāraṇī is heard, the karmic obstructions one has amassed over 100,000 eons will be utterly purified. Know that one will no longer take any of the various births in the hell realms, the animal realm, the realm of the Lord of Death, the realm of the Pretas, and the realm of the Asuras. Likewise, one will not be born into the class of creatures such as yakshas, rakshasas, bhutas, pishakas, putanas, kataputanas, apasmaras, dogs, tortoises, snakes, fierce wild animals, birds, bees, flies, reptiles, and ants. Instead, one will meet with the Tathāgatas, be born into the family of the Bodhisattvas, or be born into a prominent family such as a Brahmin family that is like a great sal tree, a Kshatriya family that is like a great sal tree, a householder family that is like a great sal tree, or a merchant family that is like a great sal tree. Lord of the gods, the power of this Dhāraṇī will allow one to obtain great and completely pure rebirths until one family reaches the seat of awakening. Lord of the gods, this Dhāraṇī is extremely powerful, beneficial, potent, virtuous, and auspicious. Lord of the gods, this Dhāraṇī called the crown victory of the Tathāgatas, which completely purifies all lower rebirths, has been set forth for the benefit of beings. Lord of the gods, consider the utterly stainless precious jewel that is the heart of the sun, completely pure like space, luminous and blazing with light. This Dhāraṇī will render beings devoid of stains just like that jewel. Consider also the perfectly stainless gold from the Jambu River that is pure, perfectly resplendent, and utterly lovely. Lord of the gods, great beings such as those are as utterly and completely pure as that gold, and they will continue to be reborn like that from one lifetime to the next. Lord of the gods, Wherever this Dhāraṇī is taught, and particularly wherever it is written down, read aloud, recited, chanted, worshipped, studied, listened to and upheld, all rebirths will be thoroughly purified, and all rebirths in the hell realms will cease. Lord of the gods, this Dhāraṇī should be written down and hung from the top of a flagstaff. It should be placed on a high mountain, on top of a tall building, or on top of the life pillar of a chaitya. Śakra, should any monk or nun, layman or laywoman, or any other son or daughter of noble family see it, live near it, pass under its shadow, or be touched by a breeze carrying a particle of dust from this Dhāraṇī when it is hung from the top of a flagstaff, all of that being's evil deeds will be purified. Śakra, and they will no longer have any fear of going to the lower realms. They will not be born as a hell being. They will not be born in the animal realm. They will not be born in the realm of the Lord of Death. They will not be born as a preta, and they will not be born among the asuras. Lord of the gods, know that such a being has been prophesied by all the Tathāgatas, and will never turn back from unsurpassed, complete, perfect awakening. Lord of the gods, a being who worships and honors it, who adorns it with flowers, incense, perfumes, flower garlands, scented salves, parasols, banners, pendants, and ornaments, not to mention builds a chaitya at a crossroads, places this Dhāraṇī there, and joins their palms together or prostrates or circumambulates it, you should know, Śakra, that this being is indeed a great being. Know them to be a child of the Tathāgatas. Know them to be an abode of the Dharma. Know them to be a chaitya of the Tathāgatas. Then, as that evening passed and dawn began to break, Dhammaraja Yama rose, went before the Blessed One, worshipped the Blessed One with divine flowers, cloth, ornaments, and other things, and respectfully circumambulated the Blessed One 7 times. Then he touched the Blessed One's feet and said, Blessed One, this Dhāraṇī is very powerful. It is very beneficial. Blessed One, I will also continually pursue the benefit of those beings, and I will always remain here to protect and defend them. I will turn those beings away from all hell realms. Blessed One, I will do what I know is right, and I will not do what I know is not right. Then the 4 great kings circumambulated the Blessed One 3 times, and said to him, Blessed One, please give an extensive explanation of the detailed rite for this Dhāraṇī, and the way to perform the rite. The Blessed One then addressed the 4 great kings. Listen, and I will explain the way to perform the rite of this Dhāraṇī. To help a being with a short lifespan, a son or daughter of noble family should bathe on the full moon day and recite the Dhāraṇī 1008 times. The depleted lifespan of that being will be restored. They will become free from illness, all their obscurations will be purified, and they will be completely freed from all lower rebirths, such as that of a hell being. One can even recite this Dhāraṇī in the ear of any bird or living being that has taken an animal birth, and know that this will be their very last lower rebirth. If one does the same thing for someone who is extremely ill, even when the doctors have determined that things have taken a turn for the worse, they will be completely freed from their illness and be cut off from all lower rebirths. When they die, they will be born in the realm of Sukhavati. Know that this very life is their last birth from a womb. From one lifetime to the next, they will only take miraculous birth from the center of a lotus, and they will always remember the succession of their past lives. For any being who has committed negative deeds and has died, recite the Dhāraṇī over white mustard seeds 21 times, and scatter these over their bones. Even if they have been born as a hell being, in the animal realm, in the realm of the Lord of Death, as a preta, or in some other lower rebirth, the power of this Dhāraṇī will free them from those lower rebirths, and they will be reborn as a god. Whoever recites this Dhāraṇī completely 21 times each day will become worthy to receive offerings from great worldly beings. Their lifespan will increase, they will be free from illness, they will be happy, they will always be joyful, and they will attain the great nirvana. From there they will travel to many different Buddha fields and meet the Tathāgatas in each one. Those Tathāgatas will reassure them and issue prophecies of their awakening. In each of those Buddha fields, they will illuminate the entire world. Lord of the gods, this method will liberate all beings from all rebirths as hell beings and so forth. It will completely purify their lower rebirths, and they will have long lives. Lord of the gods, go teach and proclaim this Dhāraṇī to the god Supratiṣṭhita, and in 7 days, Lord of the gods, all the god Supratiṣṭhita's rebirths will be purified. He will have a long life, and he will become extremely powerful. Śakra, Lord of the gods, took this teaching from the Tathāgata, went to Supratiṣṭhita's abode, and gave this Dhāraṇī to the god Supratiṣṭhita. That god diligently practiced this Dhāraṇī for 6 days and 6 nights, and on the 7th day all his wishes were fulfilled. He was liberated from the lower realms, he was established on the path to the higher realms, and he obtained a long life. Then he proclaimed the following meaningful statement: How wonderful is the Buddha! How wonderful is the Dharma! How wonderful is it that a Dhāraṇī such as this exists in the world! I have been liberated from the great fear. This concludes the Uṣṇīṣavijayā Dhāraṇī that purifies all lower rebirths.